Let's start Twitch. Okay, hi everybody. This microphone a little bit closer. It's me, Torrin G. Torrin G. Atkinson. What does the G stand for? Gosh. Gee whiz. That's what it stands for. It stands for Gee whiz. Ba ba. Okay, then when last we left our intrepid tattoo design. Apparently we failed to write down what our brush was. There's Carl. Carl's looking fine. I think Carl's done. What's this? What's this layer? Oh, more hood reference. Okay, let's hood ref. Yellow. That's the color we like. As you can see, I don't know if you didn't join us last time. If you didn't join us this time, the Cthulhu, I did the Cthulhu based roughly, ever so roughly, on the real Ghostbusters Cthulhu. There he is. There's our reference. Let's zoom in. Let's check out that delightful face. Little tentacles on top. Pretty great. Oh, you know, the hardest part is going to be drawing the back of the High Priestess. There's our Cthulhu. Maybe we do the wings today. Maybe that's something we do. I feel like that could be done. Yeah, do we want to make them even? Should I put a little guideline here so I don't... I feel like... Okay, this is all fine. Yeah, we'll leave that. What's layer 30? What's on layer 30? Nothing? Oh, I see what layer 30 is. Layer 30 is another hood. Yet another. But who's got a hood like that? At that angle, that extreme angle. Kill Switch is here. Chris G. Hello, Chris G. Welcome both y'alls. It's a rainy Saturday morning. Flip horizontal, that's what I want. I'm just gonna keep that for later. No, I'm not gonna use it now. But I am gonna make it yellow. I realized too late that the 4K restoration of Seven Samurai was playing at the Rio at 11:15, but I didn't see it until 10:50, and I still had to walk the dog, so that wasn't gonna happen, which is sad. What's going on over there at the G household? We got that thing for the dog, the ball that you put the treats in. He's enjoying it right now. But when he gets frustrated, he goes meow, meow, like that. so that's fun. Yeah, he's enjoying it. We're enjoying it. Keeps him occupied, much like Cthulhu. All right, let's see. I feel like I should do the wings now because I feel like if the wings don't work, the tentacles aren't going to work. So let's get that out of the way. But I'm not. Doom 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 doom. We'll keep that. There's the model. But the shading is all wrong. But we don't care about that. There's our rainbow. So I had to tell which tentacles were going where. So I did the color. I think I have to make another layer. What's this? Oh, that's my super roughs. Do I even need those anymore? I feel like I don't need those anymore. I can delete that layer. Womp womp womp. Fire. Yes, that's just our light source. Okay, let's figure out these wings. Let's do one wing. And then I'll copy and flip and move over and use that as the guideline for the second wing. I'm not just going to copy, but just to make sure they're balanced. It's a balanced composition. Yes, ding dong. I'm going to turn down the music for me, although it's delightful. It's a little loud in my headphones. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so, yes. Why won't you navigate away from this? I just want to not be on speaker. Do I have to escape? Okay. That's unusual. That's never happened before. All right. So, let's get a nice, I don't know, let's say green, the purest green. You know what I had in my head this week was Blackadder Christmas Carol. Because someone asked me, what news? And I thought of that scene with Baldric. When they're in the future, they've gone into the future. And it's the Ghost of Christmas Future or whatever. And they're in the future, as I said. And they're all dressed up in future style, spacey science fiction. And Baldric Baldric comes before the council, the war council or something, to report about how the war is going. And the council asks, "What news of the Myrmidons?" And Baldric says, "Good news for the Myrmidons." And that's my story. I was just reminded of that, and I thought, it's been a long time since I watched that. I should watch that again. We are listening to my mix. Right now, it's Mr. Chesterton's Dog from Alan Hawkshaw. Before that, it was William. It's credited as William Hanna and Joseph Barbera, but it's Hoyt Curtin from Johnny Quest. Ba, 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 da, ba. Okay, so how do we make this? Gotta have 3 fingers on there, right? I don't need to get rid of that. Get rid of that thing. Da, 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 da. So let's imagine that is going to be the wing, right? I'm not sure about this part here, but let's leave it for now. So if I take this, Control V, Control T, flip, transform, horizontal, and then just move it over here, how is that gonna shape up? Scooch it down a bit. Is that gonna interfere with anything? We got a couple tangents. We got a tangent happening right here. Let's change my color to red for correction. Got a tangent happening here. Got kind of a tangent happening here. Well, then we have one in there too. So that's, and yeah. So we might have to. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Look at them all. Look at them all. That's gonna be difficult. But we might be able to figure it out. I think we can figure it out. But really, I feel like should this one come in the middle here? That's not going to help with the tangent issue. But it would space them out a little more evenly. Do I care about that, though? That's the question. Do I care about life? Do I care about art anymore in this world of AI and a second Trump presidency? What do we care about, really? All right, let me put a little more structure. I feel like, oh yeah, I don't know. Do I want to make them look rubbery? Do I want to make them look like they have bones in there, like a real batwing would? Because does Cthulhu have bones? I feel like he doesn't. He definitely has spiky bits, though. Now we moved on to James Horner from the Battle Beyond the Stars soundtrack, Cowboy and the Jackers. As I always say, maybe he needs more of these things. When you listen to the Battle Beyond the Stars or the Krull soundtrack, I'm immediately transported to Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, which he also did the soundtrack for. All right, I guess I'm not going to worry too much about the bone structure in these wings. Let's pretend. Let's imagine they don't have bones. No bones. Let me. Where's my? I don't want that anymore. I'm gonna lose track of all these layers. That's just something we're gonna have to learn to live with. What if the second one was shorter? Yes, it was the middle one. How not to be seen. Cowboy and the Jackers would be a great porn movie. Yes, true. Yes, and the composer's James Horner, which is kind of like horny, I guess. Yes, this tangent here is a problem. Do I want to redraw the tentacle to accommodate the wing, though? Is that going to help? Maybe we just keep the wing where it was. And move it out like this. Maybe we do that. Isn't this exciting? Oh, the exciting. And then wing number 3, that's also, or this thing here, it's also going to be a problem because I feel like it has to come down the middle here to not create a tangent. This is just a problem that is going to be forever, this part here. But at least we can mitigate this part down. I put on 2 new designs onto Threadless this week, heavily publicized on the Facebook and Discord channel for the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets. All right, I think this is our structure for Mr. Cthulhu. Mr. Cthulhu's wings right here. This will be that one. All right, so I can delete that layer, right? Yes. And then let's draw it. Let's do the proper draw. How is it going to look? I don't know. Maybe I should save my work like you should do. What's a tangent in drawing? So a tangent in drawing is the same as a tangent in math, which is, let me make a new layer just to illustrate this. And I'm going to need black anyway soon. This is a tangent in math, right? This part here where the circle meets the line. So if I drew another tentacle here and it was lining up and the edges were touching, it looks weird. It looks confusing. You're like, which one is where? So that's generally to be avoided because it just muddies things up. Which is why, like here, let me go back to my red. Here, these two touch each other, but then this one overlaps the other one. You can you have to use your imagination a little bit, but kind of like this one overlaps. I didn't do a super great job, but that's what you want to do. You want to overlap things, not having the tips touching, unless that's a choice that you make for whatever reason. All right, so let's make a new layer for final wings. Wings final. Just so we have that on a different layer. We're going to do black. I guess our I'm just choosing our brush here. I just want to make sure. Let's get rid of this so I can see if there's any opacity in this brush. Looks like no. Looks like this is the brush I want, right? It looks like the brush I was using has a little more tooth to the edges. A little more. Dun dun dun. Let me select all, delete. So maybe I was using this one, Pencil Clean A. I don't know if that one has any opacity to it either. Yes, it does. This one definitely has, or not opacity, transparency, which is bad. We don't want that. We do not want that. So maybe, I wish I had, if I go back and watch my other live streams, I can probably see what. But then this one doesn't have that edge to it. So maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it just doesn't matter. I guess it just doesn't matter. Because, I mean, how big is this? You're not going to be able to see the tooth on the brush. Really? I mean, it'll be subconsciously there. So I guess the answer is I'm going to choose the hard round. What about this line tool? Let me check that one. This is the most exciting part. This one definitely also has some opacity. Or some, yeah, we don't want that. We do not want that. That's a mistake I made when I first started working on... God, this music is so loud. My first job in animation was Astonishing X-Men motion comic. And it was causing a problem because the brush I was using had some transparency to it. And yeah, I won't get into all the technical parts of it, but further down the line, you could see through the lines. And it was causing some problems. All right, so we're going to draw this. We're going to stop blathering about boring shit. And we're going to draw these wings. And we're going to try to make them interesting somehow. Let me look. Let me consult. Let me do a quick consult with the internet. Hello, internet. I just want to see what other people are doing. Not to Cthulhu wings. No, monster bat wings. I just want to see if because I've done these so many times. I just like I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. Oh, there's some costume pieces here. Let's move this over. Texture. I'm looking for like texture and interesting bits that aren't. I mean, maybe I should just look at proper actual bat wings. I'm not going to give them fur, obviously, although I could. Here's a fun one. That just looks like a bat wing, though. What website is this? This is like a 3D model or something. Okay, let's look up bat wings. We want real bat wings. Yeah, I've drawn those all a million times. Different bats have different wings, though, right? And I don't. And this is a Cthulhu monster, so I don't want it to look like a bat wing. Exactly. That's a fun one, though. It's all a little. The last couple of Cthulhus I drew had the veins in the wings, which is always a nice texture. Look at that guy. That's pretty cool. Gosh. I guess I just have to rely on my pure imagination. Okay, let's do it. All right. Now we're listening to what are we listening to? We're listening to Dungeons and Dragons, the cartoon, Johnny Douglas. I'm pretty sure. Yes, this is Tiamat the Dragon from 1983, Johnny Douglas. Recently came out this year, the score for you to purchase, and I highly recommend it. It's wonderful music. Not just because I'm a fan of the cartoon. Okay, so now we have some spikies. Some more random ones here. Kind of semi-random. And then... do I want to make the Cthulhu a little transparent just so I can see where my hookups are? Where's my wings? I need to make that blue. Let's try to finish one wing today. Here's where a tangent would be if I drew that line where I had the rough. If I started it right at where these two things connected, that would be a tangent. And it would be confusing, so we don't want to do that. And I don't know what kind of texture I'm going to give these. I feel like that's too thick. It should be more like that, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, dude? You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole. Oh, Chris, I went to the PetSmart on Grandview, near the Boundary Road there, and I saw some more / new aquarium supplies that make good terrain for D&D / Frostgrave. I didn't buy them, but I sure did take photos of them. Holy smokes. And there's just some fun ones as well. There's like a big scary anglerfish. That was pretty cool. Would be a good, a cool miniature for a giant anglerfish. And how big are anglerfish in the real world? They're not very big, I don't think. And the male's even smaller because the males are like 1/100th or something the size of the female. What's that called? Sexual dimorphism? And, okay, I feel like this. Maybe this pen does have enough. Oh, because I'm using line tool. Damn it! I wasn't supposed to do that. Line tool has... Oh, what a terrible mistake I made. Okay, let me see. I don't know if this is going to work, but let me go to G and see if that worked. Okay. Does this work? No. What if I change to, now I'm changing to B. I don't think it's going to work. G is for fill. No, damn it. Damn it. What if I, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's just impossible. Okay, that's annoying. Damn it. I made a mistake. Now I have to redraw all that shit. What a fool I was. On the wrong. All right, so this, I'm gonna annoying. All right. Now select all. Okay. Now, but let's go back. Let's go back to that. So, now I'm using the right. Let's double check. I'm not using. Yes. I mean, it looks transparent just because the line's so thin, but there you go. It's not transparent. You and I need to play Frostgrave so we can catch up with that deep one that has been winning everything. Yes, that's true. I feel like Jesse has an unfair advantage because he read the rules and he understands them and is smart. Whereas I haven't done any of those things. I haven't become smart. And I call foul. Foul, I say. Taking the time to actually do the work and strategize properly and reading the spells as opposed to my cavalier attitude, which is like, oh, well, I'll have fun no matter how many terrible choices I make. I'll still have fun. And, I mean, I did have fun. That's true. And winning isn't everything, right? Okay. Jesse, that dirty cheater. With his competency. Okay, so what I'm drawing now is the shadow from the fire on this, what I will call the finger of the wing, the bat wing. And because as we know, I guess I put my background there. Now that I know it's not translucent, transparent, semi-transparent, we can put that layer. Because here's the light source coming from underneath Cthulhu, as you can see on the tentacles and the head. So I feel like I want the texture on the wings to be different than the texture on the tentacles. But also, what would that be? I don't know. I mean, I could do, all right, let's experiment. What if I did, instead of doing the lines this way, which I did on the tentacles, I shouldn't be doing this on this layer, but what if I did that way for the wings? That might be an interesting way to... And then do I have to do it here? I mean, I feel like if I fatten my... Ba-ba-da-yada. There goes the biter man. I mean... Oh, pardon me. I just had pizza. Morning pizza. Breakfast pizza. I feel like that might be a way to go. But let me get back to that. Let me think about that. Undo, 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 undo. I did too many lines. All right. So this might be an idea I do. I'm just going to erase what I did for now. And keep that in my mind while I do just the main. Yeah, da 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 da. What was the spell? The spell that he took was time walk, time shunt, time something. It's tough being a superhero, says Paul Souls, in the role of Spider-Man. Interestingly, they don't do this anymore today. Did they even do it back then? But apart from Spider-Man, I mean, in the 60s, they had two different voice actors doing the voices depending on whether it was Spider-Man or Peter Parker. Peter Parker was... Paul Souls was Spider-Man, and I forget who the voice of Peter Parker was. But they were different. They were different. All right, so let's... Imagining now... All right, so how are these going to hook up? Are these going to be just like... What music is this? This is Johnny Quest again. From the episode Werewolf of the Timberland, which I've been thinking about a lot lately. Why? Why do you ask? Was I thinking about Werewolf of the Timberland? Because I want to do a song for the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets called The Loup-Garou, which is French for werewolf. I had this... okay, this is my garbage layer because it's the wrong transparency level. I had this plan when we did the first not English song we did was Dieses Unverschämtheit on Spaceship Zero, and I thought I was so clever. Oh, you making a song in German, and it is clever. My point being, oh, my eraser is too huge. So then I thought, oh man, we should do that on every album. So that's kind of why, when it came to the next album, The Shadow Out of Tim, I decided to do, let's do Nyarlathotep and get someone who understands Middle Egyptian as much as that can be understood in our modern day, and just have them write the lyrics for the song and teach me how to pronounce it. I did my best. So then, what was the one after Shadow Out of Tim? It was the Dukes of Alhazred, which had no, to my eternal regret, no foreign language songs on them. Although I had also toyed with doing a fake language and just like the Cthulhu language, and just doing a song called Funnagui Magwana Furlia Waknagel Fatagan. Did I say that right? Funnagui Magwana Furlia Waknagel Fatagan. I think I said that right, if I'm remembering it correctly, which is Funnagui Magwana Furlia. No, there's more, because Cthulhu's in there. In his dead house at Rilia, Cthulhu waits dreaming. This is the translation. So I would just do, my idea was, I would just do a song in Cthulhuese to give it a name. Okay, so maybe for this Cthulhu, I do the membranes. This could all be erased later. See, here's a bit of a tangent here, but not really. It's okay. I think it's okay. So for our next album, if indeed that happens in the world, I could do the Cthulhu language one, and I could also do the Loup-Garou, which I think for maximum hilarity should be, I should just like switch back and forth between English and French, and just have the French be silly, like, I don't know, partially correct to the narrative, and partially just like sacre bleu and other hilariously dumb French phrases and words. But I have a nice, I think is a nice melody for Loup-Garou. Loup-Garou. And the reason I'm bringing that up with this Johnny Quest music is because Werewolf of the Timberland, I believe, happens in Quebec. The Loup-Garou. That Johnny Quest episode. Okay, so where's the light source coming from? There's my light source. Let's get this. Let's rotate. No, I don't want to rotate. I want to reset view. I'm learning French, so I support more French. Okay, great. I think the spell is called Take All the Turns and Wins. Yes, indeed. Jesse. And with regards to, I don't know if you're planning on coming to. Oh yeah, I was going to do that. Although I can do that with my eraser, so I'll go ahead and block in the shadows here. I don't know if you're planning on going to that convention that's happening in Burnaby. What's it called that I'm doing panels on? Here Be Dragons. Here Be Dragons. But I got my schedule for that. I posted it in our Discord. This can all be. And so I'm looking forward to that. I have again, as always, I have no idea. I always worry about, will I get people to play in my games that I've scheduled? Let's make this a little juicier and not quite as straight. I think this is Thundercats music. But I just have to have faith. Just gotta have faith. It's like George Michael says. Okay, so where is? Let's make it nice and black. Let's get black. Let's get into the deep blacks. I never do enough deep blacks. Deep blacks. So the light is coming from here. So let's. What if all this was black? Oh no, it's not. This is not Thundercats. It's Dungeons and Dragons. And then the other question is, do I do all of the shadows of the tentacles? Probably I do. I kind of feel like I want to make that its own layer, though. I might have to do the rainbow thing again, which is annoying. I don't know what my default. Let me try something over here. Is that too thick? I guess my default brush size is 15. Should really write this down. Wings. This is write down my brush size. Hard round 15. Wings hard round 15. Put that in there. And then when I go to look for it next time I open up this document, I'll be able to find it. Hopefully. Now that I don't have Discord on my computer, I'm having trouble keeping up with the various activities. When is it? It is not this Saturday. Not today. It's 1 week from today. That's when it is. That's when it is. Let's put a little more. I'll fix that. I'll fix that later. I feel like since the... there we go. It helps to make a grunting noise when you're drawing. So this is the line. It's the edge. The edge. Which is going to be in mostly bright light. What is this music? This is the Dreadful Doll, Johnny Quest. Don't like how that's happening. Undo, 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 undo. Skull and Double Crossbones, Flute Tiptoe with String. That's the name of this track. Tippy toe. All right. All right. Okay. We have the structure of the wings. I'm not super happy with it. It seems super boring. But it's there. I can change it later. It's on its own layer. It's not going to affect any of the rest of the drawing if I decide to change it later. So I guess we do the other one. Should we do the other one? This is from Spider-Man. The KPM Library, The Sound of Pop, Alan Hawkshaw, Drive On, which was played in the episode Revolt in the Fifth Dimension, which was famously the one of two episodes that shared the plot and animation with Rocket Robin Hood. Okay, let's draw this other wing. And what are we going to do about this? Do we go this way and bring it closer to his head? No. I think we go further away from his head. Let me see where we're at. We're starting point here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Like over here. Is that too far? I'm just kind of roughing it out here. I'm not doing a very good job. And I'm not doing a very good job either. And then the wings. Oh, those wild and woolly wings. Zip. Oh my god. What's happening with my... Oh, I keep using a shortcut from another program that doesn't work in this program. My storyboard program, you press down Control and Alt to rotate the canvas, but that's not what you do in Photoshop. I'm on a panel in the morning, which I think is the writing for RPG panels, which I'm not super confident about. And then, I mean, I guess I could look it up. Oh, hello. Da-da-da. Bum, bum, bum. What's it called? Dragons. Da-da-da-da. Programming. It's not in this email. Is it? Yes, it is. 11:30 to 12:20 game design, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. scheduled game, which is Spaceship Zero, and 4:30 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. illuminating the map, illustration for books, games, and other media. Yeah, that's my schedule. Okay, so now maybe we make this one go right through. Ba ba. So this is, oh god, this is trouble. This is real trouble. There's going to be tangents. I don't know if I can help it unless I redraw the tentacles. Maybe I should have done the bat wings first, because I feel like the tentacles have more leeway. But this is wing finger number 2. Yeah, see, look, that's it. I mean, I might just have to draw that to have it a more squiggly tentacle. Not sure it's really going to help that much either. To tell you the truth, to tell you the God's honest truth, Cthulhu's honest truth. You're going to be in Victoria. That's funny. I'm going to be in Victoria the weekend after that. What are you doing in Victoria? What are you going to go see? Tell me the stuff that I should go and see in Victoria. Erica's never been there, I don't think. I don't think she's ever been there. Erica being my wife, for those of you who don't know. Dang it. This is, I'm roughing it out very rough, much more roughly than I did the first one. But that's fine. Let me get rid of this, what I did here with this tentacle. See how confusing it looks? It looks like they're joining. Driving my kid to University of Victoria. Okay. Okay. Are you going to go to the bug zoo? Because Erica does not want to go to the bug zoo. I feel like somebody's got to go to the bug zoo. It's not me. It should be you. All right. So this is, here we have the other wing. More or less. This is really bothering me, what's happening right here. Because gosh, it sure does look like... It sure does look like one's going into the other. Maybe I come back to that and fix that later. Is that a good... Does that seem like a wise thing to do? So if I was to redraw... Oh, snap. If I was to redraw... What's this song? Oh, this is from Mazinger Z. Like, I just don't know if I can do anything about this. Maybe it'll help if this is doing, if I have those on there, and this has more of these. Right? Would that help? Kind of, sort of, maybe? Maybe I just cheated a little bit. And hope nobody notices. Not even the tattoo artist who's going to put this on the client's back. Maybe I just make a bit of a more obtuse angle. Is that the word I'm looking for? Obtuse? But then, oh yeah. Okay, whatever. I have hours to kill, so why not? I may also drive to Nanaimo to see one of the nerds. Oh, yes. Does that nerd's name begin with a J? That'll be fun. I kind of feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of drawing on with my eraser on this wing. Oh, see what I did here. Let's get rid of this red layer. I don't think I need that anymore. I don't like how this one, balance-wise, let me go back to my red. This one, actually, let's do this. Let's do it this way. Where's my, let's get a rectangle going. So here's the center line. Here's the outward edge of that tentacle. And if I move that, oh my God! New layer. Here's the center line. Here's the outward edge of that wing structure. And if I move that over there, it's way off. It's way off. Okay, delete that whole layer. Let's zoom out. It's a little bit noticeable how unbalanced those wings are because of those stupid tentacles. Oh, damn you. So maybe that's how I fix the tangent problem with the other one. Let me just try something. Let's save my work. Saving my work. And let's take this. Let's this might cause more problems than it solves. But let's move it. Let's move it. I should have left that red thing there, you know. In fact, let's put that red thing back. Just as a reference. Okay, now I'm gonna take my wing layer. Come on, wing. Come on, wing. We're going for a ride. Hang on, late and wrong layer. Oh my God, damn your eyes. I'm on the wing layer. I'm selecting the wing. Okay. I'm gonna adjust the angle a little bit. I'm gonna move it further in. So now it's closer. There's still tangent problems, but maybe I can fix those. Maybe I can fix those. I think let's do that. Let's do that. Now let me take this red thing I made, this red square, and let's hook it up with that tip there. Now if I move that over there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's a balance issue. So let's see if we can split the difference. I'm going to put it there. And then we're going to make a little mark here. We're going to see if we can put that. I mean, this might cause more tangent problems over here, but let's just draw it in. Let's draw it in. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So this is going to be our new third finger, and then we'll go over here. And then this is going to be our new third finger here, which I think is fine. I think that's fine. Not a huge difference. And then the overall composition will look a little more balanced, right? Right? Am I wrong? No, I'm right. It's the children who are wrong. And we can put that over here. I think that solves some problems in some places, causing other problems in other places. Why can't I see my... There we are. I want to see that little circle so I can see what I'm erasing and where. Okay, cool. I don't think I have to adjust that. There might be a tangent happening here, but I'll deal with that later. And then this one just needs to come out a little further, which is fine. And the real way we know if it's balanced is to copy that. Control C, Control V. Let's make it a nice, sure, green is fine. G, we're going to G that. G it. Here we go. We're going to flop that, also known as flipping horizontally, and we're just going to see how it lines up. Like, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect, but I just want it to be, I think that's okay. I think we're going to be okay, guys. Okay, great. I feel like I'm losing my steam already. Okay. Save my work. These wings are taking a lot out of me. It's a lot of brain. It's a lot of brain usage. Maybe I should take a break and do occultist. Should I do occultist? Let's do occultist. I think that'll be fun. What's our cultist name? We got Rufus. This is Rufus. There's Daryl in the in the background. There's Cthulhu. There's our priestess. Who's this? That's our priestess. Arms up. Oh, that's the reference. There's Daryl. I don't think Daryl is a finished drawing. Daryl is very sketchy. But we're not going to draw Daryl right now. We're going to draw whoever this guy is. I need a name. I need a name for the foreground cultist. Somebody give me a name. Any name will do. Is there anything else on layer 24? Layer 24. Oh yeah, that's my green, which I don't think I need anymore, right? I think I could just delete that. That's layer 32, but I don't need that either. You're gone, layer 32. Layer 29 is my reference. I need a name for foreground cultist. What's a name that begins with F? Philip. Right? Philip begins with an F. Okay. Let's see. Philip Jackson? No. All right, Jackson. Sure. Jackson? Jackson. There he is. All right. Let's see what we can do with Jackson. His head is turned way up. I need my cultist robe reference layers. I should have named some of these. What is this? There's one. Cult robe. That's a good one, I think. Let's size it up. It's in black and white, although I don't think it was originally in black and white. Let's adjust the contrast on that, if we can. I know we can. To get it more contrastual. Yes, yes. And then what's this? There's the side hood. Let's rename it side hood. But we don't need that right now. Also, it's got texture from forest on it, which is annoying. Okay. So where are these robes? Sleeves of the robes. Do I have more? I must have more. I must have more. Mustn't I? What's this? I don't have more? Oh yeah, I do. Here they are. Okay, cool. Look at this guy. Oh my god. He's fun. That's fun. Hood. Yes. Hood is good. Let's get rid of that white. This is all just so I can see the structure of what I will be drawing. I feel like this could be black and white. Let's make levels? This isn't what I want. No, that's not what I want at all. Not even close. Let's go to hue and saturation. So saturation will be 0. Lightness we can, and then we can go to auto contrast, and let's contrast that up more. Contrast, compare and contrast. Okay, that's useful. That's helpful. I can see how I use that hood reference for the other ones. And what's this? Here's another hood. Another wonderful hood. That's nice too. Look at all these wonderful references. What a smart guy I am. Okay, is that enough? Is that enough to start drawing this dude? Frederick, too late! Too late! It's Jackson. All right. Do I want to put a center line down this guy? I should start with his arms? Let's start with his arms. Where's Jackson? Let's put Jackson right at the top. Right at the very tippy top. Where I will forget he lives. And now we go to... Oh my god, drapery. Why did I do it? Okay. Da-da. This is all going to be... Thank God for all my life drawing history, so I don't have to do reference for every one of these stupid arms. Plus, I also have arms I can refer to. But for now, let us draw. I feel like this, I need to reduce down to 10 brush size. Okay, I'm at 10. My brush size is 10. And we will draw. I want to get rid of Carl for the time being. Carl should have dramatic shadows because the light is right. It's right there. It would behoove me to use some reference, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Something like that. Elbows, assholes, and elbows. That's something that they said in Aliens that I never understood. What does that mean? What about your assholes and what about your elbows? Oh, this is definitely Johnny Quest. It's a very graphic hand. Very, yeah, okay. Let's not worry about that. Some fingernails in there. Dun, 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 dun. Something like that. Pop, 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 pop. Oh my god. I feel like I need to take a break. To do what? I don't know. Go for a walk. Sort my magic cards. Oh, I traded a bunch of magic cards with a friend. A friend of mine lives in Surrey. Came out for some reason to get something for his kid. And not sure about these these rogue lines. Because I had a bunch of cards I wasn't going to use for anything. And so I said, here's the cards that I have that I'm looking to trade. Just to get other cards. Just other cards. Look at this. I really want to know what brush I use for that. Well, I'm a dummy. That's what happens when you don't plan properly. Okay. Let's make... Where's my rough layer for this guy? Oh, his name was Eddie! Oh, he had a name the whole time. But now he's Jackson. Let me do his hood. His hood head. So these cultists have very pointy. That's the general shape I think I'm going for. Something like that. I don't know. Do they have a separate... It's funny, because I have a cultist robe. Because I'm in a cult. They called the Darkest of the Hillside Thickets. Okay. So I feel like let me bring Carl back for a second. I guess it's all one. I'm like trying to figure out how I structured these things. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. I think I want to put like a seam down the middle. Why not? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? You? Ha! 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 There should be a lot of black. Oh shit. No shit. It's okay. Right? Right? Drapery! Everyone loves drawing drapery. You have to be mad not to love drawing drapery. Who's mad now? Who's mad now, Smithers? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That doesn't look right. Stop it. Stop it! Stop what you're doing. Everything you're doing right now is wrong. I want you to know that. That's a line from Ghostbusters too. What was his name? Janosz Poha. Janosz? I don't know. I'm improvising. It doesn't look right. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much right now. That's wrong. All right. Talk to you later. Yes, I had to drop. Watching you draw makes me want to draw. Well, drawing is fun. Drawing is fun. Did some drawing yesterday. Have a good thing that you're doing, whatever that is. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Indeed. I will talk to you later. Oh God, this is hard. No, just leave that the way it was. It was fine. It was fine the way it was. Mess around so much. Oh, let's just make all this black. What brush is my... Yeah, okay, that's fine. My eraser brush is fine. Just need to... Oh, zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Okay. Sure, that looks vaguely hood-like. Boom, ding, 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 ding. Something like that. I don't know. And then this will all be bunched up over here. I had decided last time to not bunchy enough. All right, we can fix that. To just have the cloaks kind of trail off into vague graphicness. Yes. Vague graphicness at the bottom. As you can see from Eddie and Carl, let's bring back Carl. They just kind of, they're almost like specters in a way. I'll have to fix up Carl a bit because Jackson is overlapping him. Let's bring them a little closer together. I feel like I don't know how much more longer I'm gonna do this today. I guess I can see if I can finish up the cloak at least. All right, let's get over to Carl. He's distracting me. Carl, you're distracting me. Is this Mazinga? This is Mazinger Z. Let's make all this dark, and then do the drawing in reverse, right? Which is to say, with my eraser instead of my... Well, I mean, this looks pretty good just the way it is. Don't know how much... Does it add anything? I don't think it does. It was very dramatic. What is this we're listening to? Oh, this is from the Ren and Stimpy Production Music Volume 2. Graham Prescott. Unsolved Mysteries is the name of this track. Something like this? Does that actually look like a thing? I think the problem is with this one. I feel like let's undo all of the drawing I did here. And let's, I think that works out a little bit better. A little bit better? A wee bit small. I think that's okay. My instinct is telling me to draw the underside, like behind his arm. But I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. Okay. Let's draw the other arm. Came all this way. Let me get rid of... Where's the guy? Rufus? No. Who's the guy in the back? Daryl. Yeah, Daryl. You're out of here. Just for a while. Don't panic. Don't be sad. All right, Jackson. Now's your time to shine. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on with his hand? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yeah, that's about right, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. And then Knuckles again with the knuckles. Let's give him a little vein here. It's too much vein. Too much vein. You're so vain. That doesn't look right either. I'm looking at my hand now. Right? Should use a model for this. Yeah, the bump's on the other side. The bump's on this side. Yeah, this hand is wonky. You really did it this time, wonky Jackson. If you're wondering why this music reminds you of Naushka of the Valley of the Wind, I feel like I might have to redraw that thumb entirely. It's because it's Joe Hisaishi. That looks a little better, I think. Fair dinkum, as my friend Alan likes to say. Okay. Something like that. Good, good. Dun, 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 dun. And then I mean, what do you think? Is that too much? Too much black? It feels like too much black, but maybe it's not. We'll come back to it. Anyway, okay, I did what I said I was going to do. Get rid of all these references and take another long look. What's that? There's the code robe. Put that up there. Let's widen out. We did some wings. We did a cultist. I feel like the cultist isn't quite finished yet, but... And let's bring back Carl. All right, Carl. We're not going to see this part of you. We're not going to see all that. That's all gone. Do, 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 do. Something like that. I feel like that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I guess we can get rid of Eddie's. Yeah. It's coming along. God, it's taking forever, right? I'm sure my client would say the same thing. All right. Thank you for joining me. Tomorrow is going to be 20-minute monsters. The letter for 20-minute monsters is E. I know I don't usually do this during this kind of a live stream. When I'm not doing, I usually do this. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and just do the thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to bookmarks. I'm going to Monster Manual 2. This is mostly for me. The letter E tomorrow is Eagle, Eblis, Eel Electric, Einherjar. I'm going to open that in a new tab. Elf and Cat, Executioner's Hood might be a fun one to do. But I'm going to check out Eblis, because Eblis is silly. Look at that. So Eblis are, I already did was the Fiend Folio, right? In the Fiend Folio, where's my, I can't do it. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, here's Executioner's Hood. This is not the, what? Oh, this looks different. Executioner's Hood on the, in the, let's delete that. I just want to move this whole thing. I did the Thork, which was in the Fiend Folio, and that was fun. Oh yeah, this is the one in the Monster Manual too. This is the one. And it says it's like humanoid storks, stork men. But there's nothing really man-like about this drawing. Anyway, so that might be a fun thing to... Whoa, hello. Elf and Cat. They're just wildcats. They just look like lynxes. And then there's Einherjar, the glorious dead of Asgard. Oh, okay, so it's just an Asgard warrior who's dead. Yeah, so then there's Eagle, Eel, Electric, and Elf. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I mean, maybe I'll have to open it up for suggestions. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll go to my social media. Silly indeed. That would be a fun one. Which one? Kill Switch? Tell me. Help me make a decision. I may ignore you. But yeah, there's some okay choices. Yeah, I'm gonna post it on. I'll make a poll on my social media, and consider it on the Tree of Woe. Thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe. Aye, and goodbye. And I will see you next time. The first one, okay. I will see you next time on the internet. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. If I can find my window.